In this video, I want to talk about my last video, and my last video was about the Akaash Singh and his wife situation, and I was talking about how it made me sick, but I had to play off words, right? Because I went to the gym. I didn't work out. Long story short, I didn't work out. My workout didn't work out. I got to the gym, which is out of town. I took my pre-workout in the parking lot, and I went in there, and I didn't do a set. I didn't do a warm-up set. I didn't do one rep. I didn't do nothing, not a stair stepper, not anything. I sat in there, I messed around, and I ended up editing my video because I made my video on the way there, right? And I was talking. Why was I doing it like that? Because instead of doing a voiceover, I could just edit the scenes from my workout over what I was saying in that video, right? So I was gonna make a duo type video. It was gonna be a video talking about the situation while showing my workout. So that's why my last video had just a black screen, right? Because I had my phone on my lap and I was talking, and halfway there I started feeling sick, all right? And so I just woke up, about to go back to bed. I got night shift, so I got all day I could sleep, you know what I'm saying? My lady's at work, my son's at school, my daughter sleep. I can't sleep all day, right? So, my point is this. The situation didn't really make me sick, but I'm sick of hearing about situations like this, where situations like this can be avoided if people make better choices, right? And those choices are this, okay? As a man, I have to get up, work, and this is my opinion. So before I say any of this, hey, whatever, you can like or dislike, or you can tell me what your opinion is about what I say in the video. And this opinion isn't blanketed around the whole world or the whole United States, but this is the way I see it, all right? So I got my right to see things the way I see things, and you got the right to see and believe things the way you see and believe things. Now, as a man, 42-year-old man, I'm not saying nobody in the world will take care of me, but that's slim chances for a man to get taken care of the way a man take care of a woman. For a woman to take care of a man in different ways, right? But financially, protection wise, and all that, I feel like that's my job. You know what I'm saying? So people make choices as in they want to be the breadwinner too, or they want that top spot in the household too. That's why everybody got these clashes in their household, if they even have a household that's together, right? So a lot of women, the way I see it, they choose or they believe that they have to play that same role. You see what I'm saying? And for someone's wife to step on him, use him as a stepping stool to bump up her social media so she can not need him, that's wow. I mean, have you ever heard a man say, oh, I can't be with her because she's too good, or she's doing everything too right, it's too much, they can't, some can't stand peace, they love drama. If things are going too good, I can't deal with that type stuff, right? You ain't never heard a man say that. She's doing everything too right. It doesn't happen. We don't do that. And so my thing is, a lot of women choose because they feel like they gotta prove something, I guess. I don't know, that's why I see it. I'm not dissing, I'm just saying you can live your life the way you want to live your life. But if you want to be with a husband, you gotta understand what it takes to stay with a husband. You know what I'm saying? Or what it takes to stay with a wife. If you're a man, it's the same thing, right? But it shouldn't be me having to do what I gotta do and you not do anything. It shouldn't be, if we both making money, it shouldn't be my money is my money and your money is your money, or my money is our money and your money is your money. She didn't invent that saying. A lot of people really been saying that for years, and a lot of people really believe in that. But our business is our business. It doesn't need to be said in the street. Okay, you popping your whatchamacallit. Okay, everybody in the world know you got a whatchamacallit, but if you got a whatchamacallit that's supposed to belong to your husband, your job is to make it seem like you ain't even got one of those. See what I'm saying? The embarrassment is the worst part about it. You can't undo the things that you done. And it's a man's choice of whether he want to be with you if you done unacceptable things or not. Just like it's a woman's choice to be with a dude if he's doing or done unacceptable things, or he can't handle business as a man. Then in my opinion, she shouldn't be with you if you can't handle business as a man. But it's a two-way street. That's why I say we take care of each other in different ways. We got different roles, and if we play different roles, then the team works. It's a team, right? If you look at a football game, there's quarterbacks, wide receivers, and different other team players. You don't really see, besides like back in the days, Mike Vick would run the ball or something, but you don't really see people playing out of their position. Basketball, football, any sport. There's order for a reason. You see what I'm saying? There's order for a reason. If you want things to work, you gotta have things in order. That's like if you put cooking oil in your car, there's oil. Or you try to pump up a tire that has a big hole in it. You can't do it. You gotta have things have to work the way they're supposed to work. Now nothing's gonna be perfect. Nobody's perfect. But that doesn't mean you have to be effed up either. We all have problems. But that don't mean you have to be effed up. Alright? I believe in, and I know it's not always that easy, I believe in a two-parent household. Which means you gotta choose. The woman and the man gotta choose the person they with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that person. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna every time we go to Walmart, you ducking and dodging people because you used to talk to such and such or such and such and such and such and such and such and such. I believe that a lot of times it's better to get people out of town. That way they ain't mess with nobody you know, you ain't mess with nobody they know. And if you got money, y'all can move out of that town. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I mean, but these days, it ain't that simple. We got the internet. Your information get broadcasted as soon as somebody find out about it. Look how many channels. Look at all these celebrity women that people think are doing all these things. Compared to women you might know in the streets that you've seen do a million worse things, but since these people are celebrities, the Ray J thing and all that, so you got a tape. You got all these celebrities. It amplifies it. When it gets on the internet, when everybody get their hands on it, it amplifies it. It's not the same. You do something once in a public eye, it's like you did it 100 times. If you do it 50 times, that's millions of times. It's a multiplier, like a Dragon Ball Z power scaling. You know what I'm saying? It's a multiplier. Super Saiyan, blue, green, whatever. It's a multiplier. It's just wild how people act. My opinion, if you can't keep yourself together, if you love a person, well, you really don't love a person if you act like that. If you want to be single, why not stay single? That's why a lot of these chicks leave in the first place. I mean, they might be doing a dude a favor half the time when they leave instead of staying and acting like that. You know, they say, I want to be free. I can't be myself. Okay, what can you do when you married to this guy that you can't do when you're not married to the guy? Besides wilding out. which is just gonna lead to problems. And dudes got things they got too. The streets is calling and people are answering, whether they male or female. We're gonna throw males in there too, but it's like the equivalent of that. But instead of selling this, you're selling that. And it leads to bad consequences every time. Even if you don't get caught up and caught up in the same way as other people get caught up with, the regret, the fact that nobody respects you because you didn't respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that men go through their problems alone 9 times out of 10. People use what a woman does to a man as a weapon towards that man. And flip the script, she gets sympathy. You know what I'm saying? If a dude do that, she gets sympathy. Everybody, girl, oh, he ain't, Yeah, people are saying certain things about her too, but they're also using it as a weapon to him. I'm not gonna do that because I don't know dude. I know him and Myron had words, Myron Gaines. I don't really like Myron too much either, even though Myron does say a lot of truthful things, but he waters that down with all the bullshit he does. So, you know what I'm saying? When Fresh and Fit started, man, Fresh and Fit was that shit. I remember when that first started, but then after that, they discredited everything they done. But that's a whole nother video. I already made that video. Matter of fact, watch it right here. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I'm a fitness channel, so if you think that I didn't really do good on this, I don't really do this. Don't wait until New Year's and watch my Myron Gaines video. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Holla back at your boy. It's your boy, Rapper Time Fitness. Peace. I'm going to bed.